Work's been going amazing lately. We're so busy we don't have enough people.
Your company's only got what? 20 engineers? Impressive for some no-name company. Just don't miss your deadlines.
Oh, I thought you'd be more down in the dumps. So, how's it feel to be out of work? So it really was you behind this, huh?
He hits it, it's deep. Home run! Kotani of Japan just broken the major league record.
That's insane! Kotani's the real deal. If only I had a body like his. I'm Taiga Suwa, 26 years old. I work as an engineer at a startup systems company. My hobby is playing amateur baseball, and on weekends, if I don't have practice or games, I usually spend my time watching baseball at a sports bar.
Why the hell are you here again?
That's my line actually. This guy's Hokuto Okaya, same age and a regular at this bar. Every time we meet, he always picks a fight and throws around annoying jabs. I can't stand the guy. When did I first meet him? I think it was during one of those amateur games we both play.
That jerk crushed my best pitch like it was nothing.
I feel like he's glaring daggers at me. The captains of our teams were friends, so we kept ending up playing against each other. Now we're both captains. For the record, I've lost all 5 of our matchups, and yet he always glares at me and challenges me to more games. Even though we're always at odds, turns out we have the same go-to spot around town, and even more. Work's been going amazing lately. We're so busy we don't have enough people.
Your company's only got what? 20 engineers? Impressive for some no-name company. Just don't miss your deadlines.
That's right. He works at a systems company too, though he's a salesman, not an engineer like me. But unlike me, he's at one of the biggest companies in an industry. That's probably why everything he says to me sounds like it's laced with thorns. Startups have their own kind of pride, you know. Don't look down on us. Even if I talk tough like that, I take my words seriously enough not to be embarrassed by it.
Good work, Suwa-kun. Do you think the system fix will be done this week?
I'll have it done by the end of today, not just this week.
Still as fast as ever. That's great, but don't push yourself too hard, okay?
She's Akari Kayano, our CEO and someone I deeply respect. She started this company 3 years ago when she was the same age I am now. Now it's grown into a company with over 20 engineers. She's a seriously talented businesswoman. So yeah, life was great. Both work and hobbies were going well. But dark clouds were starting to gather.
Suwa-kun, even just a guess is fine. Can you think of anything that might have caused this?
We're keeping the quality up. And honestly, us engineers don't really know what's going on with the clients.
Right. And I've basically been handling all the sales on my own so far.
Lately, long-term system management contracts have been getting rejected when up for renewal. Kayano-san came from another systems company, and thanks to her connections there, she brought in a lot of business. Which is why we don't have sales team. Aside from a few admin and accounting staff, everyone else is an engineer.
I never expected not building another sales pipeline would backfire like this.
Just when we were thinking about hiring more salespeople to strengthen the company, this happened. There's nothing we engineers can do but leave the client stuff to Kayano-san. But despite her best efforts, she couldn't stop the flood of contract cancellations. To make up for the lost contracts, we need new requests to come in. Kayano-san has been out a lot lately, running around to build new client connections that don't rely on her old job. Then one day, we had an unexpected visitor at the office.
Excuse me, is Akari Kayano in?
The woman happened to run into me nearby and ask that. I'm sorry, the CEO's out at the moment. May I ask who's calling?
Can you tell her that you, Kamadente, her old colleague, stopped by?
Oh, you're from her colleague. I see. I'll contact her then. Please have a seat here. She's been out a lot lately, but she should be back soon today. I guided Yu Kamadente as she introduced herself to the guest sofa. As I was about to call the CEO, she came back at the perfect time. Oh, welcome back, CEO. Actually, we have a visitor.
A visitor?
Yes, someone named Yu Kamadenti from your previous job is waiting on the sofa. The moment she heard the name Yu Kamadenti, CEO Kayano paused unnaturally before heading to the sofa. She's sharp. She probably already figured out what's going on.
It's been a while, you. How have you been? Oh, I thought you'd be more down in the dumps. So, how's it feel to be out of work? So it really was you behind this, huh?
With that exchange, I finally understood the reason for that odd reaction earlier.
Come on. Give me more of a crushed look. I worked really hard for this, you know. You quit our company, but then kept getting work from your old contacts. Aren't you ashamed? And you act like some self-made entrepreneur, even though you've been totally dependent on our company. That always pissed me off.
Unbelievably, the person behind all the lost contracts was none other than the CEO's former colleague.
Even the guys from our old job were saying they should throw her some work. They totally lost it. So I pulled some strings and had all the contracts from our company canceled.
Seeing CEO Kayano tremble in frustration, unable to say anything, I knew I couldn't just sit there and watch. I don't mean to intrude, but isn't it a bit much to sabotage your old colleague like this?
It's fine, Suwa-kun. Don't say anything more. Even when she's down and out, she's still a CEO. Stopping a rogue employee is what a leader does, right?
After dragging Kayano-san through the mud, Yu finally said goodbye and left the company. Kayano-san watched her walk away with a sharpness in her eye I'd never seen before.
Sorry, Suwa-kun. That girl's the daughter of an exec from our old company. She always had it out for me, but I never thought she'd go this far. I'll find a way to turn this around. You just focus on your own work.
Seeing CEO Kayano bite her lip in frustration, I don't know what to say. Damn it. Isn't there anything I can do? After work, I went to a sports bar to clear my head, still troubled by everything.
Hey, you've been sighing non-stop. It's ruining my drink. So get out of here, gonna mope.
Of course, Okaya Hokuto's here too. Still his usual self. But oddly, today even his presence was a bit of a relief. Sorry. Hey, Okaya.
What?
Teach me your sales know-how.
Huh? Like how I'd help out the anime? And what's with... Wait, sales?
Okaya, who clearly thought it was about baseball, blurts out in surprise.
You're not even a salesman. Why would you...
So here's the thing. I told him about how we kept losing contracts renewals, and that it was all the doing of the CEO's former colleague. Right now, we've got no salespeople besides the CEO. The company's in trouble.
I see. So your no-name company is about to go from no-name to no longer exist, huh?
Hey, don't jinx it. Please, Okaya, teach me everything you know about sales. You're still a big league salesman, right?
You could have left out the still part.
Come on, we're best friends, right?
Best friends? Since when? We just met through baseball not that long ago.
Then let's be best friends starting today, yeah? Come on, Hokuto.
Don't claim to me and stop calling my name like that. Nobody becomes best friends on the court of three.
Please, I just want to help the CEO.
Fine. No more drinks for you tonight. You're annoying as hell.
Despite grumbling the whole time, Hokuto eventually starts talking about sales techniques.
Chih. Somehow you always manage to throw me off my rhythm.
Alright, fine. We're best friends now.
You've never had a best friend before, have you?
What Hokuto explained was fascinating, but definitely not something I could pull off right away. I thought sales was more about energy and go with the flow.
Don't underestimate it. It's about strategic negotiations based on precise data. Which you suck at, right?
If it's computers, I can be precise. But with people, I always end up going with my gut.
That's why your baseball team never scores. No tactic, no signals.
But everyone's having more fun than any other team, right?
Well, true. Anyway, do you have a prototype or something you can show?
I pulled out my laptop and showed Hokuto the prototypes I built myself.
You made all of these? There's so many.
Yep. If I waited to make prototypes after hearing clients' requests, it'd take forever. So I made tons of variation in advance, anticipating as many possible needs as I could.
With this many options, we can respond faster to any request. This guy's kind of amazing.
What's that face? Don't tell me you're actually impressed.
Oh! Don't get cocky, idiot. Just like you didn't build that overnight. Sales isn't something you can pick up in a day either. Guess I've got no choice. You're free tomorrow morning?
Yeah, I am, but...
Then bring that laptop and come with me. We're doing real-world sales practice.
He didn't tell me where we were going, but that practical training will lead to a major breakthrough later on. A few weeks passed. We were getting short-term gigs, but still struggling to land ongoing contracts. The office felt quieter than ever when the door suddenly slammed open.
Hey! Get Akari Kayano out here!
You're... It was you, Kamadenti, barging in out of nowhere. CEO Kayano, who was in the office, immediately responded.
What do you want? I never want to see your face again. Don't look so scary. I'm here to talk business today. Business? Sorry, but we're done with you. Can't be helped. The subcontractor I used in your place was useless. Their work was crap, no flexibility, and not even cheap. Totally useless. Not my problem. You brought that on yourself. Now get out!
As CEO Kayano placed a hand on Yu's shoulder to usher her out, Yu shook it off.
I could give you back the contracts we used to have with us. All depends on your attitude, of course. No new contracts and tons of free time. Doesn't look like you're in a position to refuse.
Yu's obnoxious laugh echoed through the office. Everyone waited, holding their breath, to see how Kayano would respond. She remained silent for a moment, head down, then suddenly raised her head with resolve.
No thanks. What's your problem? Yelling like that doesn't scare me.
Yu was clearly rattled by CEO Kayano's forceful tone.
I don't care if you mock me. But don't you dare look down on my talented engineers. Of course we're better than the rest. Everyone here works with pride. None of us are bowing to the likes of you. Still acting tough, huh? As a CEO, shouldn't there be more important things than pride? Like money. M-O-N-E-Y. What are you gonna do if you can't pay your staff? Bet everyone here is wishing you'd just swallow your pride and take the deal.
Kayano looked back at us employees, then...
I will protect this company no matter what. I won't let one person sabotage, destroy us, and ruin my team. But that doesn't mean I'll sell our work short. I won't bow down to you. Even if I have to crawl on the ground, I'll hit the streets and find someone who understands the true value of what we do.
CEO? After talking to Hokuto, I understood how tough sales really is. Knowing she'd been doing it all along all this time, I couldn't feel anything but respect. I'm just one engineer, but I'm also saying no to your business. There's no need for our CEO to bow to you. As soon as I said that, the office erupted into applause. It was just my personal opinion. No one had even asked me, but everyone clearly felt the same way.
Everyone? Huh? What's this? Is this company insane? Turning down contracts like that?
Huh? What's this vibe?
Just as Yu tried to continue her rant, Hokuto stepped into the office. Hokuto! Can't believe you came to our office. What's up?
Yo, thought I'd drop by. Though, damn, you guys are fired up. This you're doing?
No. There's a whole story behind this.
Figured. I could hear CEO's loud speech from outside.
Sorry. You had to see something so embarrassing.
No, it's fine. Saying you'll crawl through the dirt to make a sale. That's not something most people could say so easily.
Hokuto flashes a refreshing smile he never shows me. You could smile like that? If you smiled at me like that too...
Just shut up already.
So, what brings you here today?
Oh, right. I'd like to speak with your head of sales. Though I guess that's you, CEO, and this company.
Hokuto says that to me with a serious look. The CEO immediately presents her card and introduces herself.
Yes, that's right. I'm Akari Kayano, the CEO.
I'm Hokuto Okaya from Love Code Systems, and also Suwa Taiga's sales mentor.
Huh? But Sua's one of our engineers. He shouldn't have anything to do with sales.
Well, with a good mentor, the students grows. Suwa closed an impressive deal, you know.
A deal? I'm not following.
Neither am I. Hokuto, what are you talking about? Hokuto, slightly embarrassed for once, continues.
Actually, CEO Kayano, the other day I brought Suwa to the HQ of a medical group my father chairs. It was part of his field training for sales, which he insisted on doing to help save the company.
You really did that?
Well, yeah. I was just wondering if there was anything I could do, so I asked him for advice.
It just so happened my dad wanted to change system within the group. I figured it was a long shot. But surprisingly, my dad really liked Suwa and said he wanted to implement his system.
Wait, seriously? When we talked, I got told that being overly positive without reason was unprofessional.
Cut her some slack. He's got a sharper tongue than me. But yeah, once my dad saw your prototype, he made the decision right away.
So we'll be signing a new contract then.
Exactly. Praise the rookie salesman Suwa Taiga, who won over my dad. Though obviously, it's all thanks to my stellar training.
Thank you so much.
Hokuto, you really helped us. Whether it was sales training or not, I'm grateful you introduced us to your dad. CEO Kayano is genuinely overjoyed. When Hokuto took me to that big medical group HQ, I had no clue what I was doing and just blurted things out. But I think it led to this.
Sometimes impulsive sales without data aren't so bad after all. I actually learned a lot. Still, I'm kind of relieved you're not a real salesman. If you were, we'd be rivals.
So if I were a salesman, you'd consider me a worthy opponent?
Tch, I'm not entertaining that what if anyway.
With that, Hokuto turns his gaze toward you, who's been frozen and pale the whole time.
Didn't expect to run into you here, former account manager.
No way! You're replacing our company as the system provider for your father's medical group? That's not fair!
Apparently, Yu's company had been providing systems for Hokuto's father's organization.
He's been complaining for a while that their system provider was no good. But since I'm his son, handling it through my company will be tricky compliance-wise. Then along came the perfect replacement under my purview. That's all there is to it.
No!
Thanks for your service. I'll be sure to inform my father, the executive director, of everything that happened.
Oh wait! Please don't do that!
Yu panics, trying desperately to cling to Hokuto's leg. But he brushes her off without concern, saying, "Looking forward to working with you," and strides out with dramatic flair. In truth, Yu had been sabotaging our contract renewals by submitting false trouble reports to her father, the executive director. Thanks to Hokuto's reporting the truth, all of Yu's schemes came to light.
Everyone only cared about Akari Kayano. No one paid attention to me. It's not my fault!
Of course that excuse didn't fly. Her father was furious. He demoted her to a dead-end department took a pay cut, and demoted himself. Anne had to clean up her mess. I'm sure he's now carefully planning how to rebuild the organization without relying on old ties. Meanwhile, thanks to the medical group contract, our company bounced back financially. Today, CEO Kayano invited us out for dinner as a thank you, so we're heading to the restaurant together.
Still, your CEO, she's quite the woman, huh?
Huh? Wait, Hokuto. Don't tell me you've got a thing for her.
Yeah, maybe this is what they call love at first sight.
Hokuto grins mischievously. I panic at the sudden, ridiculous turn of events. And then... So please, choose me over Hokuto. I mean, I admire you. You're a hardworking entrepreneur who stands up for your team against pushy clients.
Well, wait just a second. What's gotten into you all of a sudden?
That is gold.
Okay, yeah. What did you do to Suwa-kun?
Hokuto's teasing clearly lit a fire under me. One that had been smoldering deep down.
Hey, weren't you the one lecturing me to negotiate based on solid data?
CEO, don't look at Hokuto, look at me! I'll become the man you truly deserve.
I get it already. I've been looking at you this whole time, you idiot.
Oh, give me a break. You two are exactly alike. I'm out of here.
So after that dinner, I properly confessed, and happily, she said yes. Hey Hokuto!
Huh? What now?
Thanks for teaching me sales. But just so you know, I'm not losing in love, baseball, or work.
Chih. Stop making everything a competition. I'm not gonna lose either.
A best friend and a rival. From annoying pain to trusted companion, Hokuto and I have built a pretty great bond. And I'm honestly glad we can keep going like this, side by side.
Hello, Brittany here. Yeah, not the way to win someone's heart by being super duper mean. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!